we know that Dr. Forte is a wealth of information, right? And we're blessed to have access to her. A lot of things that she talks to us about, people are doing classes on it and workshops and charging an arm and a leg, and rightfully so with the information that she gives us. But I was sitting around maybe a few days ago and God just dropped it in my spirit, because I'm not going to try to act like I'm so deep. I thought about the lessons that she has and what happens when he calls her home. What is the information that she would want to pass on to her children and her grandchildren and her sons and her daughters in ministry and people in the community? I'm like, we don't have to go and try to do anything fancy. We could just record and upload it on YouTube. And for those who want to see it, they can see it. So I think about all these different lessons that she's taught me over the years. And I was like, hey, Pastor, what's some things you want to leave behind? And so, Pastor, Dr. Phyllis H. Forte, what are some things, just some nuggets? You said you wanted to entitle it Lessons Learned Passed On. What's some stuff that you want to share?
Well, one would be just be respectful. We are really losing sight of being respectful. I'm not gonna say, I hate saying this in the time that we're living in. It's just the way we're living today that and I don't like going back and say we used to either, but I have to, because it used to be that folks just were respectful. When I say that, if someone said a bad word today in your presence, and then I don't care, just get over it. I just had to say it come out of me. But back in the day, when somebody said something that was not godly, oh, I'm sorry, I can't believe I said that. And they get themselves together. And whether they didn't necessarily be a saved person or a person that was in church or a leader, you could tell it came over their face and their presence that I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But nowadays, it's like folks just don't have respect. I was out today, and a woman, I've seen this privilege stuff, and I don't want to be colorized, I'm a colorism, but I've seen the white privilege, and I'm like, that's everywhere, that in any human being, just have respect. And I was pushing my cart, and it was just a little. Anybody know about Hobby Lobby? You know what Hobby Lobby? I love Hobby Lobby. I could stay in all day, but Monday would not allow me. So I just have my little cart, and I'm looking for little items, and some folks will just push right by you and reach over you, and then some will come and say, "Excuse me, can I?" And I'm like, "Thank you for asking that. Just respect, we don't see that a lot, even with our children and grandchildren. It's not, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. It just seems like everybody on the same level. And we are all, men and women in this universe. But we can get so much out of life and so much enjoyment if we would just learn how to respect one another. And that's not, again, bending and letting folks walk all over you or being mean to you. It's just, it is just life is so much better. Your life is so much fuller if you don't feel like you had to be mean and nasty in each and every day of your life. Wake up intentional to just be respectful and treat those the way you want to be treated, and do right by folks. The other thing I want to talk about is being grateful. We in a generation that we're not grateful. They don't seem that folks are grateful anymore. When we came up, it was hard. Life was hard, but we didn't know it was hard because we had family was loving, and family was close with a big family. We was just happy to be with one another. My grandmother raised about most of all the grandchildren, but our families, they was there. Grandma, father, mother, everybody was there. Aunts, uncles were there. But we just went to grandmama's every day or evening to eat. On Sunday, we was always there. We were just a big family that loved one another, and we was grateful for the stuff that we had. It was not a lot of shopping. We were no malls to go to, and there was no Walmart, no eateries to run out to. We was happy to have the food that we had. And now folks just ill and mad, got all these eateries all up and down, blocks of eateries and miles of, shopping malls, and we still not grateful. So I would wish that and pray that folks will learn just to be grateful for the things they have. I are so focused on other things that everyone else have. And you don't know how they got those things, but work hard, work real hard, and God will bless you to get the things that He wants you to have and that you deserve. And therefore, you won't be always trying to catch someone. That's a bad life, that you're always trying to catch someone else and don't have a thought for what you want. I have friends that say, I don't know how I make baskets, I decorate. I did a store down in Goldsboro, presentation with decorating the store, hopefully to get business to come in. But I mean, it's gifted by God. So I don't go out looking at everybody's stuff, want to know what they have and how to get it. I just trust God to give me what He want me to have. And a lot of the stuff is on sale. I'm never paying overpriced for stuff. I mean, I'm grateful when God showed me what to get and how I need to get it. Cassandra Stevens is a Christian bookstore, Christian supply store on Berkeley. That's it. And you go by, you look at the windows, and everybody tell you, I mean, it's really decorated. And I was there last week. I did a friend house, and I decorate for Christmas. I do a lot of displays and stores and things. But I'm so grateful that God had blessed me with the eye to decorate. I went to school for it and then go to somebody's house and tell them, show them what to do. It was just God. And I use that gift. I don't just hold it and don't use it. But when God gift you, use it, make it available, and be grateful to God. Don't, we get so, I did this, but God, He's the one. So be grateful that God have allowed us, you, to be able to invest and to be able to, use those gifts and talents to help others. Be grateful and be respectful, and watch what God do.
Woman, you can get a lot in 10 minutes. I declare you can. I hope that this ends up blessing someone. I hope that it blessed some of the folks that stayed on. That long after God has called you home, that people are still gleaning from the teaching that you've given us. And we appreciate and love you so much, Pastor.
God bless you.
All right.
Thank you.
You sound like somebody about to say something. I can tell. Look, I'm sitting here trying to stop the recording. Boom.